Hey guys, Pew Pew here. Now, thanks to everyone's continued support, my Twitch channel is now the biggest English albion online channel on Twitch. As a result, a few new streamers have reached out to me to ask me for advice on growing their own channel. I am all about helping and sharing with and supporting new streamers. I rate new streamers every night when I'm done streaming because, I've streamed different things on Twitch for many years. I've streamed League of Legends, I've hosted league tournaments, I've streamed Guild Wars 2, Black Desert, I've streamed IRL, Airsoft, um, and then I started streaming Albion. And in all these years, my channel never grew until I started taking it seriously and adopted some strategies to help it grow. So I've been there in your shoes. I know how hard it is to grow on Twitch. And now I think I know how to overcome that difficulty. So in this video, I'll share my growth strategies with you. And no, it's not about being an e-girl, although I've done that before, but that's a different story. The strategies that I'll share in this video are strategies that anybody can use, and let me just say here that this video is directed toward those of you who really want to make your Twitch channel grow. If you're just streaming for fun or whatever, then this video is not really for you. And also, these tips are based on my own experience. I can't promise that it will work for you, but it has worked for me. So let's jump into it. If you want to stream LB Online, or if you want to stream anything really, the most important thing, the first thing that you need to know is that the thing that helps you grow the most is not streaming. Okay, because Twitch is actually god awful for promoting new creators. When you search up a category, whether it's LB Online or League of Legends or whatever, when you search up a category, it always shows you the biggest streamers of that category first. So if you are a small streamer and you're streaming for like 0 to 5 viewers, your channel will be all the way on the bottom of the list. And it will likely stay there no matter how many hours you put into streaming, because no one is going to scroll past all the big name streamers to find you. Okay, I can tell you from personal experience, and you can probably tell me from personal experience, that grinding hours on Twitch is not going to help your channel grow. Okay, when I just started streaming LB Online, I was streaming for 0 to 3 viewers for a while until a friend of mine gave me an idea to start doing some giveaways. So I started spamming global chat with my Twitch link saying I'll do a giveaway here every hour. And that actually did help me grow a little bit. I went from like 0 to 3 to maybe like 15 viewers. But when I started making YouTube videos, it's like all of a sudden I was streaming for 50 plus viewers. And when my YouTube video got really popular, more and more people started coming into my stream from YouTube, and all of a sudden I was streaming for 80 to 150 viewers. And when that happened, my Twitch channel became more visible. If you search up Albion Online, at that time you will be able to find my channel just on the first couple of rows of streams. So when that happened, people were able to find my stream a lot more easily, and they didn't have to scroll all the way down to the bottom again to find me. So the first and most important tip I could give you is, when you just start out streaming, don't just waste your time by streaming on Twitch. Instead, find ways to promote yourself. Get people to notice you. For example, you can record your gameplay and make some awesome content on YouTube, and once you have built up a following on YouTube, you can then bring that following from your YouTube to your Twitch. When you look at my YouTube videos, even this one that you're looking at right now, if you scroll down to the video descriptions, you'll always be able to find my Twitch link there. And in most of my videos, I have outros that shows my Twitch link, so people can find me. So the people that like me on YouTube can find me on Twitch. Now, once you have made your awesome content on YouTube, you need to promote it. LB Online has a Reddit, a Discord, a Twitter, and an official forum. I don't have a Twitter, so I don't really know how Twitter works, but when I made my video, I always made sure to promote it on Reddit, Discord, and the forums. And these are all like much more discoverable platforms than Twitch. a lot more people will click on you if you advertise yourself on these platforms. Now, I'm aware that there are big streamers out there that don't even have a YouTube channel, but those people are rare and they got lucky. If all you do is stream and you don't make use of these other platforms, then you kind of have to depend on getting lucky to grow your channel. And let's say, for example, if you're lucky enough to have started streaming Albion Online when Albion Online was just released, then you may not have to do any of these things because you already have a head start compared to the rest of us. You already have a head start, and you're already getting attention. Uh, but if you're starting your channel now, right, you have already lost that chance. You don't have that head start anymore. So you need to do the extra work. You need to learn to edit videos, make cool YouTube videos, promote those, and then bring your followers from YouTube over to Twitch. Okay, this is the number one, the most important tip that I could give you. So if we're gonna start on YouTube, what can we do to help us grow on YouTube? I've already kind of mentioned this, but Albion has a bunch of social media platforms that you can advertise yourself on. And secondly, you should watch a lot of YouTube, see what kind of content is popular, and either do something similar or do something completely quirky. So right now there's a lot of new players coming into the game, so guides for new players are in hot demand. I made a lot of these guides myself, and most of the guides that I made are focused on small scale PvP and builds. So maybe you could make some content on, guides for large scale PvP or guides for PvE and gathering. I don't know, you make it. But take advantage of the fact that this game is kind of exploding with new players right now. Get those new players to follow you, and then at the end of all of your videos, make sure you say, hey, by the way, I stream on Twitch from, let's say, 5 to 10 p.m. Eastern United States time. Come check me out. Or you can try and go the complete opposite way and try to come up with something that nobody has done yet on YouTube. So for example, on YouTube there's a lot of people making PvP montages of their kills, their victories, but there's not a lot of people making montages of their most spectacular failures. So what if you were to go and make a montage of all the funniest way that you've died in Albion Online and show your reactions to those deaths? I think that would be very entertaining to watch, and it'll be very unique. These are just a couple of ideas. Now, there are many more things that you can do on YouTube, but in general, there are 3 categories of videos on YouTube that are successful. Number 1, we have informative videos. We have number 2, entertaining videos, and number 3, inspiring videos. So when you make your video, think about those 3 things, and think about whether if your video can provide at least one of those 3 things, right? So for example, when I just started making YouTube videos, I was making some PvP montages just like everybody else, and honestly, like looking back, those videos, they were maybe kind of entertaining, maybe kind of inspiring, probably not very informative, so they didn't really give me a whole lot of views, and I would say they were not very successful YouTube videos. But in comparison, lately I've been streaming with a guy called Rasper. Rasper's first video on YouTube, he made a montage, also a PvP montage, but he was killing people with flat 4 bowcasters and tier 2 armor, right? So that's something that nobody else really does on YouTube, and it's very entertaining to watch, and it's very inspiring. It made me want to put on some T2 gear and see if I can go kill people myself, right? So that was much better content than what I made, and that video actually got him like I think it was like 600 something views on the first day, and 2 weeks later it kind of plateaued off at 900 something views. But that's his very first video. My very first video got me like maybe 30 views on the first day and like maybe 90 views by the end of 2 weeks. I don't know, but it was way less successful compared to what he did. All right. So moving on from YouTube, once you have built your following on YouTube and you've started to bring them over from YouTube to Twitch, um, you'll want to do things on Twitch to help you retain those viewers, right? Um, so the first thing that you should do is try to come up with a consistent schedule. You don't have to stream every day. You don't have to stream like every other day. If you just stream like 2 days a week, but you make it consistent, it's like 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. every Monday and every Friday, just for example, right? If it's consistent like that, then people will have an easier time finding you, because they will know when you're gonna be on, and they're gonna keep coming back to you. And another thing is you should have a face cam. Okay, the biggest difference between YouTube and Twitch is the interaction. Your viewers wants to feel like they're hanging out with you, so you should have a face cam so you can so people can see your facial expressions, your reactions to what's going on in the chat and what's going on in the game. So having a face cam will really help. Now I know a lot of you will probably be thinking like, what about Beast 1K, for example? Beast 1K is a Albion streamer. He's usually got like 150 to like 250 viewers in his channel, which is pretty big for Albion, and he doesn't have the face cam. Now, Beast is a well-known streamer for his gameplay, right? He's got like really good 2v2 Hellgate gameplay, so even without a cam, he can attract eyeballs. But even in the case of Beast, if you go into his channel and you do a poll on whether his viewers want him to have a cam, most people want him to have a cam, right? Because they want to interact with their favorite streamer. They want to see their facial expressions and all that. They want to feel like they're hanging out with a guy, not just watching his gameplay or whatever. Next, make your stream look good. Fortunately for Albion, the bar is set pretty low. There are a lot of Albion streamers using overlays that are literally just made in MS Paint, and it doesn't take much to look better than that. I'm using a stream overlay here that I made myself, and it's nowhere near professional quality, but it was good enough for me to stand out a little bit over my competition. My advice on this is be minimalistic. Don't clutter your screen too much because people want to watch your gameplay without too much getting in the way. My overlay is honestly a little bit too crowded. I have a lot going on in my screen, but I try to place these elements in areas that doesn't really show a whole lot of critical information. So on the top edge of my screen and on my minimap, I do recommend that you cover up your minimap with something. I am covering up my minimap here with my sponsorship logos, so that's a pretty good way for me to both protect myself from stream snipers and advertising for my sponsors. But if you don't have sponsors yet, you probably don't since you're watching this video, but if you don't have sponsors yet, just put your webcam in that area so people can't stream snipe you. And lastly, start a pandemic. The corona lockdown thing is actually helping streamers so much. There is really no better time to start streaming than now, while everyone is still quarantined. If you're interested in doing this at all, take advantage of this opportunity and don't wait. Okay, one last quick thing to add is don't be toxic toward other streamers. I will give you a couple examples of this. First, there was this guy that Jonavale used to raid all the time, and I'm pretty sure this guy actually don't even stream anymore, but he was a pretty good player, but he was a brat. And one time, Jonna was streaming and he beat Jonna in a Hellgate, and he started spamming his Twitch link on Jonna's screen so Jonna's chat can see his link. And needless to say, Jonna never raided him again. Now, I don't know what he was thinking. Like, maybe he was thinking, hey chat, look at me, I just beat this big streamer, I just beat your favorite streamer, you should come watch me instead. But that's not how Jonna's chat reacted to him at all. When he did that, Jonna's chat started hating on him. And I'm pretty sure none of those 200 guys that was in Jonna's chat at the time followed this guy. And this guy, he was streaming for like, what, 12 streamers at the time? 12 viewers at the time. So like he pretty much screwed himself, right? Because he basically made it so that uh, there was this opportunity for him to grow. Jonna was rating him all the time. He was bringing viewers to him, and then he did this. So he pretty much just like screwed himself when he did that. There was another example. There was a streamer that made a YouTube montage of him stream sniping all the other streamers, and he killed me and put me in that video too. Now, as you can see, I'm not hurt by him at all. I still have thousands of followers. I got partnered on YouTube a while ago, and I just got partnered on Twitch, and I just signed my third sponsorship. So my channel is still growing, but who even knows who this guy is anymore? Right? So when you do dumb stuff like that, whether it's because you're trying to get attention or you're trying to show off, whatever, people are gonna think you're toxic and they're not gonna watch you. On the other hand, when I just started streaming, a lot of bigger streamers at the time used to rate me. Like Jonna rated me a lot, Untitled rated me a lot, and Sorab rated me a lot. These bigger streamers would rate me, and every time they bring a couple hundred viewers into my channel, while I only have like 13 viewers, it made my day, right? So now that I'm a bigger streamer too, I can return the favor, right? I can rate them back, and I can also pay it forward. And it just creates a more positive experience, not just for you, but also for your viewers, and for the person you're supporting, and for their viewers as well. So try to make a mutually supportive environment. If you try to tear other people down, most of the times you'll only end up tearing yourself down.